Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm sitting here laughing. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Just let me know. Oh, I feel like I got caught with my caught outside with my bikini on and I don't have a bikini body because I'm by myself. Oh, can you guys see me and hear me? Just let me know. I see nothing. Denise, can you see me and hear me? Oh, this is so weird, you guys. Traci Traci had an emergency, you guys. So um Denise, I can't sing like Traci. So oh, it's so weird. It's just weird. It's just okay. Oh, I have been I have been um oh, Robbie. Hey, Robbie, my love. Will you get some good rest? And I'm sorry Traci didn't get to sing to you. She's has a baby to watch this morning. Maybe, hey, maybe, Traci, it was God's way to take me out of my comfort zone this morning. So, it could very well be. And so I had to put my makeup on by myself without Traci watching me, you guys. Do you know how hard that is? And we love you too, Robbie. Hey, my friend. Hey there, Killer Whale. Killer Whale, I tell people, go to your channel. I love it. The way people tell me that my son, how he reads the word and brings the word to them. And I do love to hear my son read the Bible. But to hear you to go in there and you do shout everybody out. But I love your voice. It is calming to my soul. Good morning, Craig. Good morning. No, you don't get a song, Craig. Not even for $39.95. Um, so, oh, Carla. Thank you, Carla. Carla loves my accent. Uh, well, Dab Kitty, I will send those good vibes your way. Super Dave, I love you. Well, I love all of you guys. And each and every one of you guys bring joy to my soul. Yes, you too, Craig. You bring joy to my soul. Denise, honey, you just bring it to me too. Um, you know, of all times I come up with the topic last night about Wednesday woman and full of, oh, you know what? I will sing to Traci because she never hardly. Good morning to Traci. Good morning to you. You're not here, so I'll have to do. I love you, Traci. I love you, Traci. I love each and every one of you. I sat here this morning. I prayed over some things that were bothering me, and I told Traci about it. And Robbie, I'm gonna tell you, I was all over the place in my head this morning. A lot of heartfelt hurt in my heart with something going on here. And I talked after I prayed and I cried a lot. And I turned, Robbie, you're gonna like this before you go to bed. I turned on, I pulled up YouTube and bam, There is Joyce Myers. She's always on mine. But just the black background and in big letters. Leave it alone. And I was sitting on the side of my bed before I got up. The things going around in this crazy head of, can I do this? Can I fix it this way? Can I do this? Boom, there she is. Leave it alone. And I listened to that whole thing this morning. Even got some chat in with Traci too. So it's been a good morning, you guys. And so I finished after Traci had to get the baby. Good morning, Mike. Good morning. I cut back on Joyce, and Joyce had to be with me while I put my face on. Yeah, right, Robbie. Yes, she pops up the right message at the right time. God, God will He uses each and every one of you guys. Because as you guys are coming on right now, it's a confirmation that God's moving, and this is the spot that, God has put me in. And good morning, super spiritual hero. Look, you guys, I'm struggling this morning. So for names, it's going to have to be what your name is, because my hamster in my head is kind of rambling around this morning. I'm not as bad as I was when I sit up on the side of the bed this morning, but it's better because God sent me the message, leave it alone. And in that message, she hit right on what was something bothering me. And I was like, okay. When I try to type, I'm just all over the place because of my little bitty, my husband said, well, my little bitty finger. I'm ready to take the Band-Aid off, but I don't know. Does anybody out there know if you can take the Band-Aid off and just have the stitches exposed? Because I don't know. But yeah, so before we get in, Robbie, I had somebody come on yesterday, and then I saw that you shared us out and called us your ladies. That's almost like we're the Golden Girls of YouTube. Oh, we are like the Golden Girls of YouTube for you, Robbie. See, I usually have Traci sing, and I can get me some coffee while she's singing. Oh, Dave. Last night, I was so glad I was able to put my earbuds in and be there and let you know I was there. It's just that it's hard to, my phone won't let me do the @ and then the name for it to highlight for somebody. So, I don't. Oh, Golden. All right. Let me see. Oh, I like that. I like that. We know which one Casey is. But I did. And this morning, Dave, I was hearing Penny Bunny. I hear your voice in my head. I like the way you do Penny Bunny. And I'm sorry, Dave, that I say you've got something I'm making for you or going to send you, and you got to wait till you open it. That's how it works around here. Ask Traci. Good morning, Leticia. Good morning. Ask any of them that's gotten something. And no, other than LizzAnn. LizzAnn knew she was going to get a saltine cracker hat. She just did not know how it was going to look. So she had to wait for that, but she knew something was coming. Let me real quick. I needed this. This comes from that old book, A Diary of Private Prayer. And because I can't speak like Casey, I can't, and And like my other friend, Killer Whale. Killer Whale has a smooth way of talking. Well, see, I can't do that. I get tongue-tied. But I'm not going to read this whole thing because I want to make sure that as people come in, that I greet everybody. And that is, Traci, she does that for me. So I have to make sure that I show love to each and everybody that comes in there. Hey, I do, Traci. So in this, I will read the short part of it. In thy will, O Lord, is my peace. In thy love is my rest. In thy service is my joy. Thou art all my heart's desire. Whom have I in heaven but thee? And there is none upon earth that I desire besides thee. And with what was going on in and I never opened this to see before, I don't come in the first thing before I pray and open this. And it, never fails to line up with God's, what is going on in my mind and in my heart. And yes, I desire my husband and I have him, but there is a different desire that we should have in our heart for Christ. That should be a desire all of its own. You guys, if you are used to having a panel, it's like a split screen. And when I was sitting here, it just hit me before I come live. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm big. I'm going to be big. Oh, Traci's singing in her heart, and I know she is. So, somebody asked me one time, are you a Christian channel? I don't know what more I can do for them to understand. Yes, you have dropped into the twilight zone of a Christian channel, and you're welcome here. Come back, sit with us. Good morning, Eli family, 1983. See there, Traci, you're here in spirit. Bailey, quit licking my toe through the sock. That's just, you guys, that's just weird. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. And it is a great morning, because what my heart was filled with woe and stuff spiraling around in my head, it got turned around. Yeah. Oh goodness. I hear you, Robbie. Puppy. Hello, Talona Sharp. Good morning. Aw. Robbie is he's one of my cheerleaders. Robbie is the Norga's head cheerleader here, you guys. It just did my heart when I saw what he posted in Facebook and called us his girls. Robbie, you have blessed our heart. You have blessed us in this house. You just don't understand how much. You're harder on yourself than anybody else could ever be. And I understand that. Coming from somebody that's went through it and coming from Casey. And that's why, Robbie, you touched my heart when I checked out your channel and I would play you and listen to you. I just automatically, bonded with you. And not that I stalked you, but there's a difference, you guys, between bonding and stalking. LizzAnn, did you get the invite? That's what I want to know. LizzAnn, how is Sally? Let us know how Sally is this morning. I told Casey about what happened. You guys, Casey's been sleeping a lot. I don't know. if he's coming down with something, but he went to bed at 7 o'clock night before last. He slept all night. He got up. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning. Much love, my friend. My friend. Well, you know what, Vicky? Do you feel like coming on with me this morning? I'm kind of feeling exposed right here because, I'm all big. I can't make myself little. And I'm sure. Oh, good morning, Sandy Brown. Good morning. And I'm sure if I just turned off my pic myself and just did the little icon, I'm sure Robbie would be calling FaceTime and telling me, look, lady, you better put your face back up there. So Vicky, let me know if you're able to come on. I'll pull up Facebook and send you the link. But, each and everybody that I've met that becomes family, there's something. I got to have I got to talk with 4Speed yesterday, and on the phone, and had a real good conversation. So you guys mean more. Well, yes. Yay, I'm not huge.
No,
So
I just got through the breakfast line. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm just trying to get that ready. And I thought, well,
and I hope so too,
jump in the chat.
Leticia. So Robbie, which one is your sister? Oh, Vicky said everybody's in bed. I forget, Vicky, that you have your grandbabies there. Yes, your family, Dave. And you guys, those that we have gotten real close to, yes, they have my home phone number, or I FaceTime with, or you know what, some of the people I love eat in the car when I haven't had nothing this morning. I mean, I just.
So I turn off the camera and the audio, and you just be small and okay.
No, you're okay. You're okay. But you guys, I don't know how I did my makeup without talking with Traci. Robbie.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's watching a baby this morning. She's babysitting this morning.
Wow.
Oh, Denise.
Wow.
I forget my own families. Usually my sister, my middle sister, I either call her the day before or the day after her birthday. So she started giving me calendars every year. And on her birthday, it would be big and in pink. Sandra's birthday. So, she hadn't sent me calendars in a long time. She got to do better. So, Robbie, which is your sister? Which is your sister? I'm very, very excited to meet her. I just don't know if she knows what she's in for. And look, Robbie, I think I want a hamster. I really want a hamster. I just
you gonna name it Cat?
Yeah. Oh, yay. Yay. Where? No, let me go back up. Welcome. Robbie's sister is Talona. Did I say that correctly? Talona Sharp.
Nice to meet you.
That is wonderful. Thank you, Robbie. And 4Speed is going to go to his mom's, and he is going to set up her YouTube. Oh, beautiful. He is going to set up her YouTube, so because he says she's lonely, and and she will be able to find us. And I'm like, well, that is wonderful. So, and like I told him, if we have not touched one person, he let me know that about how me and Tracy has touched his life. Good morning, Nova. Good morning. Um, and I told him, that lets me and Tracy know that if nothing else, we know the one person that we touched. And it's my prayer, and it's Tracy's prayer that, and LizzAnn's, that there will be many more out there that we can touch on a personal basis and show love and friendship to. Illusions X9, good morning. Good morning. And did I say Nova? Good morning, Nova. You guys, I'm last night in Super Days. There was somebody. Good morning, Ciosa and Dollar Tree Goodies. There was somebody last night that was close to their 1,000 on Super Days, and I had my phone, and I couldn't find the person. Dwayne, I love you. I love you. Oh, because you did me. I'll never forget when I was sitting there broken and crying. When I was new to YouTube, and somebody just hurt my heart, and Casey was about to do Bible reading, and I just bust out crying, and Dwayne, afterward, Dwayne wanted to know, I talked to him about it, and he said, you just, in a nutshell, he said, you have to have a tough skin. And that ever since then, I knew, and he would always check on me. How's your wing? That's when I had shoulder surgery. How's your wing? And now he does little boos. He'll just boo, among other little Facebook pop-up little messages that I dare not talk about on my live. MawMaw had to put him in the corner one day after she giggled and laughed about it, and she put him in the corner. She giggled and laughed and then said, now go to the corner. So, good night, Robbie. What? Good night. Wait, good night. Good night. I better not sing, because you know what? No matter how much off key I am, they will say that I sung a song that's copyrighted, and I don't want a copyright strike for me singing off key. Heck, I don't even think the generator could even know what I was singing. So, good night, Robbie. Cut this off and go to sleep. And just know I love you. Love you today, and I love you tomorrow. So, LizzAnn, how is Sally?
Okay, so she's reluctantly at school. She didn't. Since she's had this, her usual morning routine has been, leave me alone. I don't want to go.
Oh.
Well, she didn't say I don't want to go, but she says, leave me alone. Like, I'm trying to get her to get dressed and leave me alone. So that was another typical morning. So when she's getting out of the car, I realized that she hadn't brushed her hair, and I was like, oh, great.
Oh my gosh.
I hadn't really, we were in such a hurry to get out because we were running late. And, she ran ahead of me and everything, and I was trying to lock the door and all. And she sits in the back seat. And so she's getting out of the car, I see the back of her hair, and I went, oh, great.
Oh my gosh. Did she have a rat nest, as we call it?
Well, it was fluffed up pretty good.
Mine used to do that.
So I called her mother when I'm leaving the school. I'm doing this incognito, doing speakerphone. I said, you're not going to be happy with me. Sally made it out the door without brushing her hair. I said, but I didn't notice she was getting out of the car.
Oh
Give
my
me some
gosh.
fits trying to get her, to get going.
And it's
But I
so
know it's not unique to my family. Everybody struggles. Everybody's got that one kid.
Casey.
That one.
Well, no, no, I could get Casey something ready real quick, but my daughter would be the one I'd say, "Get your shoes on." I'd be real
Yeah,
loud. I'd say,
there's a
"Go
lot of
get your
that.
shoes on," and I'd go in there, and she'd be looking up at the ceiling, and I'd be like, "They're not on the ceiling," and she would just jump. I'd say, find your shoes." And my husband, he was out on the road then, but or a third shift or what. And he sometimes, if he was home, he'd be like, "Why don't you get up 30 minutes earlier? Why do you have to holler and run around like a chicken with his head cut off in the mornings? Why do you have to do that? Why don't you get up earlier?" And I'd give him the look. Earlier? I go to bed late because I'm cleaning up the house and doing laundry and doing all these things because after I had to make sure Casey's down, and that's when he was young and
Mhm.
and wide open and always up under mama. And so at night was when I could do things.
Yeah.
I didn't even have time to read books back then. And, so I would be up sometime 12, 1, or 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And
Trying to get everything done for the next day.
yeah. And
I understand.
so
Yep.
he started getting her Tiffany up first, and as she got a little bit older, he'd get her up first, then she'd me and Casey, and she learned to get up earlier, and and she
Yeah.
did. She would know just what time to get me up, and Casey was easy to get ready. Oh, AJC Magic, thank you. Thank you. That is a blessing. And like I'm going to tell people each and every time you guys do that, you are supporting my
Supporting the channel.
ministry.
Yeah.
Yes, you are
Not just the
making.
channel, but the ministry. That's right.
Yeah, you're making.
Because it's more than a channel.
You're making this happen, and it's a ministry, and a lot of things had to happen in the past few months for God to really, really, when it took off and grew, it was because I had to let God remold and reshape. So your chat, that right there, is helping. It helped me get another form of what? What am I trying to say? See it
Income.
Yeah, no, something to do this with.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Another resource.
It's not only paying for StreamYard, but paying for the computer because you know what? It was by God only that I just walked down into a rent to own, and I said, "Well, come on, we're going to go ahead and get one," because with me not having any income, I could not buy one out. So a desktop was easier than a laptop. So, and good morning, Willow. Good morning.
Good morning,
And
Willow.
I told Casey, I said, God, you told me, good morning, Justin and Christina. Good morning.
Good morning.
And they said, good morning, LizzAnn Fines.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
But I told Casey, I said, Casey, you told me that God would provide. So sometimes you have to walk out in faith. So I walked right into that store on faith. And they wanted more of a down payment. And, we finagled and we're like, Casey was like, well, hey, I've been coming in here forever, So I got the desktop and then I walked out and I was like, oh, what have I done? They even let us load it up in our car. They said, we never do that. They had called us back and said, look, you're great customers. I know where to find you. So Oh, mothership product. Thank you for the blessing. Thank you. Thank you,
Whoa,
AJC
whoa, whoa.
Magic.
Did did did
Mothership,
Dwayne did
thank
Dwayne get
you.
carried away?
Because you know what?
Thank you.
Not only will I be able to pay StreamYards, but the what I needed to do God's work and He provided, that's what that will be going toward. Good morning, baby. You guys, my baby is, I keep wanting to do it on there. This is my husband, you guys.
Hey, Kevin. Good
And
morning, Kevin.
Kevin, up in the chat, we have had a blessing from AJC Magic and a blessing from Dwayne Mothership Products. And I know
Praise
that,
God.
yes, and I know that that was something that Kevin, wasn't, he, I don't know how this, but sometimes we just got to accept the blessings that come to us.
That's true.
And the blessings will go back to the people that blessed us. Queeneth,
Okay, I got to roll, but
Queeneth,
I'm here.
yeah, Queeneth, welcome
Whoops.
and welcome to my channel. And Dollar Tree goodies, I
Whoops.
did you. Small Town Dives, good morning, and welcome back. And I'm glad you're here. I'm glad. And the final girl, welcome back. J Luck Blog. Yes, He provides. Yes, God is so good. And I say here one day, because my laptop just was acting wonky. Well, right after I got this set up, my laptop just stopped. So, I sit here one day and I pray. I sit here at this table. Good morning, Raven. And I dropped my head and I said a prayer. I said, God, how can I do your work without the means, yes, to do the work? And I said that prayer. And usually I don't do anything without going over it with my husband when it comes to finances, because I have no income. So I just went in and he was like, okay. Good morning, 4Speed. Good morning. And you guys, Talona Sharp, she is, now let me make sure. Good morning, Food Forest. Good morning, welcome. Talona Sharp, are you actually real sister to Save Robbie? Because he has a lot of sisters out there. Where I come from, my cousins, we all sisters. The way they say it, one of my cousins, the way she says it, I love to hear. She says it like sister. And yes, blood. Okay, welcome. I am that crazy woman that sometimes he can't go to sleep because he's listening to God's Golden Girl cheerleaders in the morning. But where there's a way, there's a will is where there's a will, there's a way is what my grandmother used to say. And I heard that so much, and you really don't grasp what that means.
That's true.
So in other words, it is that if God's in it, He'll provide the way. He never leads us somewhere to get to a dead end. Right. Unless we do not go by the way He wants us to go. So I went all the way. I went from my beginning videos, and you guys, I'm having to go through, change out thumbnails and all that kind of stuff. I did that yesterday. It took very long because of what's going on in the YouTube world. But you know what? it was so nice because I saw the first time LizzAnn was on. I saw when I did it by myself, and then when Traci come on and Derek come on, and all of those, and it was a walk and it hasn't been that much. You have been with me, LizzAnn, for Yeah, and that's
May
really when I
14th.
started. I think
May 14th.
April, yeah, something like that. And we didn't have many people on
Yeah, it was about 100 and let's see. I want to
when
say you
you
had
come
about
on.
135 or something like that subscribers whenever I
Hmm.
came on May 14th. That was my first day. That was
Yeah.
my debut.
So, I'm like, oh, so LizzAnn has been here with me from the beginning. And it was
Well,
fun. Good
Traci's
morning,
been with you
Misha.
longer, but
Good morning, Misha. And when I
Traci and
started,
Derek have been longer. But
yeah, but when I started by myself, I looked and it was Misha was in there, and Darlene B would come in the mornings, and I looked at those names and I'm like, well, praise God. These what March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, 8 months later, and these same people come back in. They've been my family a long time.
yeah, that's
Oh my
true.
gosh. You know what? Small town dives. Jersey Girl. I'm going to put it down, and then I'm going to bow my head, and
I can't see the
LizzAnn
chat.
cannot. LizzAnn cannot.
Can't see the
Um,
chat.
all right. She said, please say a prayer for Jersey Girl Divers. Her sister-in-law was hit by a car and is in a coma. She
Oh,
needs God's touch.
oh,
And me and Casey talked about somebody in a coma. I told him about your granddaughter. And I said, nobody knows what they can hear when they're in a coma. So I want you to let Jersey Girl divers know for them to sit by her bed and to talk with her. Read the Bible
mm-hmm.
because we don't know
Right,
what they can hear. But you
right.
guys will bow our head and say the prayer for her. Dear Heavenly Father, this comes to us right now that this young woman, her sister-in-law, is in a coma. Lord, you know what is your will. And this family that is hurting and that is having to see this happen, and at this time of year as well, Lord, it will bring desperation and all of the feelings, Lord, that they will be having. I pray, Lord, that you wrap your arms around the one in the coma. But Lord, also wrap your arms around the family. Lord, let them feel your touch. And I pray, Lord, that somebody will open your word and that she will make it. And Lord, that she will have a story to tell when she wakes up. Lord, I pray for the family. I pray for the friends. Lord, thank you for blessing all of us with a platform that we can speak to you boldly and with love. In your name,
Yes, Lord.
amen.
Amen.
I also wrote it down on my prayer list, small town. I wrote it on my prayer list because that doesn't go unnoticed. That is something that goes right into Porch Church with my son, and that's more prayers. And yes, and of all things, my son and I talked about yesterday, talked about being in a coma. So please have to make sure they have somebody sit there and talk and speak positive while they're laying there. Even if it's just to talk about good times,
Mm-hmm.
just. But let me see who came in. And for those that's come in, just so you know, when there's sometimes you put somebody on a prayer list, then there's sometimes you stop what you're doing and you pray for that person right then and
Right.
there.
Exactly.
Um, all right, handmade designs. Welcome. Welcome for coming in. And if anybody did come in while I was praying and I missed you, you understand, because if you've been here More than, if this is your first time, this is what we do. This is what we do on this channel. This is what we do on Super Dave's channel. He stops what he does. And if I'm in there, he will say, and he tips his hat. And he says, and I know Norgis R is out there and she's going to be praying with me. And he's right. And do you guys know how much respect that I grew to respect him even more when he became one that would just stop right then and pray for somebody, that started speaking volumes, because there was somebody in his channel one time that called him a Bible something, and he didn't understand what that meant. And I put in the chat, they're talking about you speaking out for God. And, and like he said, if I'm ashamed of him now, the good book says he will be ashamed of me. And that is so true. And you know what? God has blessed him. And God has blessed this channel. Sometimes God brings people together. And no better way for me. Sandy, do not be nervous. Yes, ma'am. Special. I will go in there. And the prayer closet Sandy Brown is talking about is a small, tiny area that I will go in and just close off the world. So, Sandy, yes. When do you have to have it done, Sandy? When is your procedure? And, 4-speed, he told me, we prayed over him to not be nervous to get on the plane. And he said he just wasn't. He wasn't nervous. He felt so at ease.
Yeah, when I had to do that talk.
Oh, yeah.
For the art show, I asked y'all to pray for me, and that I wouldn't be nervous. And I wasn't. I felt like I was talking to just somebody I knew, and I wasn't afraid at all. Then I almost couldn't shut up. So, but I don't talk a lot. Not really.
You did wonderful. And you guys, she sent us the link. She couldn't put the link out there to anybody really, because it did have children in. But when I when I was sitting there listening and they were reading over her credentials, I'm like, oh my goodness, are you serious? And then I felt intimidated about any of my artwork. I'm like,
and you shouldn't.
I know, but I'm like, oh my gosh, this woman is over amazing. But Sandy, I am going to bow my head, because you know what? At 12 noon, I want you to have that peace before 12 o'clock. I want you to have that peace before. So you guys,
here we go.
Dear Lord, I come before you for Sandy Brown that has been with us for quite a while now. Lord, she's nervous about a procedure. You know what that procedure is. And Lord, I know the feeling of warm arms being wrapped around me. I know what that feeling is. That peace that surpasses anything. That peace that comes from you. So Lord, I pray that Sandy can have that peace, and that you will take the nervousness away from her. And Lord, it's not a lack of faith if she still feels some tension, Lord. That is our human nature. But Lord, I feel for her. Just go ahead, Lord, and start letting her feel right now the nervousness just ease away from her. In your name, amen.
Amen.
And thank you guys. Thank you for all of the prayers going up right now. Thank you guys.
And thank you for trusting us to pray for you.
And
Yeah.
and Nova, everybody show each other love when you're in here. And Nova, just show, if you show love and do it as showing a heart, then that way you won't get in trouble for, say, supporting me. There's certain words that's in that will be in a
you
chat.
Can join the family or join your team or
every time I will go in a channel and I show support to somebody, I show the heart. I will put their name and say, I threw you some love, or I gave you some love.
There you go.
So do it that way. And let me see. Let me just take out that one phrase. But you know what? I'll let it go because I can't find it, and that's fine. But Nova, yes, show love. And you know what? This group is great. We have a wonderful group of people here. And if you throw them some love, you will get that love right back. I promise you.
Mutual support.
Yes.
Mutual support.
And and unless, like, if I'm in somebody's channel, I do that. But good morning, darling B. Good morning.
Good morning, darling B. And everybody else in the chat that I missed because I can't see. I'm sorry. Can't see until I get home.
As in the words of my friend Super Dave, we are moving and grooving for God this morning, darling B.
There you go. There you go.
Sending prayers up and showing love one to another. Good morning, Barn Willow. Hey, did I already say that?
I don't know. Yeah, I think maybe, but that's okay. Twice is fine.
Dwayne this morning. Oh my goodness, this morning. It wasn't Pat running around in my head. It was like a little, when I first set up on my bed, all kind of things, when somebody sends you a message at night that gets you all upset. And then when I get up the first thing and I just sit up, bam, it hits me, or I dreamed about it all night. And then it hit me again this morning. And so much was just going around in my head. And I sit here and I prayed. I cried and I prayed and reached out for the Lord. And then I saw Traci couldn't be on, but Traci was able to FaceTime with me. Well, she didn't get to see me, but I saw her. Something.
The connection sometimes.
Yes, Willow. Yeah. So, and so I talked with her, and then I saw the pop-up. I turned on Joyce Meyer, and there it was against the black background. Huge. And I put it on Facebook. If anybody's friends on Facebook with me, go to my Facebook and click on that link and listen, because it said, leave it alone. I think that's what it said. And I looked at it and I was like, wow, really? Oh my goodness. So yeah, I mean, bam, right in my face, leave it alone. And then I listened to what she was saying, and it was part of what I'm going through. Talona, Aw, Talona, anytime. Monday through Friday, we're on at 8:30, just like this morning, and we go until 10:30 most days. Yesterday, everybody kept coming. So, um, so yes, thank you. Thank you so much. And you know what? Your brother is in my heart so much. I
It's a
love
blessing.
him.
Mhm.
And it's a blessing that you came. Misha, there's things in our lives because let me tell you what she was talking about. She said that person, and Misha, you need to really go and watch it. Well, not watch it because she's not even on there, but it's her voice.
Mm-hmm.
The very same thing that she's talking about is what I'm going through with someone. And she said that person ended up working for the Lord in such a mighty way. That's not exactly what she said, but that is basically what she said. And I said, thank you, Lord. So I had to stop worrying again about that situation, and I after I listened to that and then started putting on my makeup, and I said, well, thank you, Lord. Forgive me for taking it back every time that I worry. That is taking it from God, putting it back in my head each time. How many times, and I have faith about so many things, but yet even the people that knows God and believes God can move in something still has something that hurts their heart.
Mm-hmm.
And we tend to try to fix something. And my husband's good at telling me, well, baby, just leave it alone. And I'm a fixer. I'm a mom. Most moms are fixers. There's a fixer in every family.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fixer that wants to fix that family, that wants and everybody to get along and wants to, that cries about a family and just wishes everything could be okay with everybody. And
Right.
and I would always take on all that hurt, and so God, at this point in my life, God just is trying to tell me, leave it alone. He's been telling me. And yes, Liz, I still have fuzz somewhere coming, I guess, off this.
What are you eating fuzz again today?
Yes.
More fiber. More fiber.
And you guys, if I miss, I'm going to have to go back and try to make sure I have everything. But Misha,
That's stored.
heartaches build character. Some heartaches is because I can relate. And that's what I prayed this morning. Lord, there's going to be a mother that feels exactly like me. Good morning, my pixie. Good morning.
Hey, Destiny. Good morning.
There will be a mom that's going to be desperate and not know, she's going to be at her wit's end. And I'll know exactly how she feels. And I will be able to pray with her and cry with her. I will.
Mm-hmm.
And it might not be today and it might not be tomorrow, but somewhere there's that person. Yes, Vicky. I don't know. It might, I don't know. Destiny, I sent the link out if you have time. If you don't, I understand. I do. Denise, and see, there's so much that me and Denise, there's so much that Denise and I just understand each other. And one day I'd rather do it privately first before I do an interview with Vicky. But there's so much. What's so funny? Oh, because
because you're afraid Trixie's going to come out.
No. I mean, I don't want to sideswipe somebody. I don't want to put somebody on the spot with something that might be too personal. Because hey, I done threw all my business out there, and in fact, one of my videos they said not. One of my videos they done when I got monetized. It still says it'll be monetized, but it said not for most viewers. And I'm like, wait, let me listen to see what I was talking about. Okay, and then I understood it was something very personal. So there's some topics that will get flagged in a way, so they have to mark it as not suitable for most. But then there's some advertisers that will pick it up. And yes, I'm talking with my hands, and I'm not karate chopping Dwayne, because if he's watching, I don't know if he's listening. But Food Forest, thank you for stopping by. Thank you, and I love you being here.
Good morning,
and I love
Food
you.
Forest.
You have a very good rest of your day.
Yes, God bless your day. Yeah,
Denise. So I've thrown a lot out there, and one day I threw it out there, and I was online with we were closing up, and everybody was off, and then Destiny and Kimmy came on. Leticia, thank you for that wonderful donation. I love you.
Awesome.
Thank you. You guys are blessing.
Hi guys.
Hey, honey.
How are you? Doing okay?
I am.
This is Jean.
I am.
This is Jean.
Good.
I know who Jean is.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling everybody.
Oh yeah, you tell it. I forget
you.
You're telling. Okay, you guys.
I was being polite to the chat here.
That's hubby. That's her hubby. She did not go pick up some random stranger in her car. And she is not, what's the name of that? She's not Uber.
It's funny because the priest comes out and tells him his Uber driver's here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Look, that's just spooky information. But
no, that's just funny because I went to school with this guy.
Oh, there's
You're behind me in school.
But Leticia, thank you. You guys just are. Oh, let me do it this way. You guys are all supporting the ministry this morning, and I thank you. Thank you. Good morning, my pixie.
Good morning. I'm trying to figure out my whole computer thing here.
It's good that you're coming up because my battery's slowly dying.
Siosa, I don't want to hear it. Because you know what? I want bangs like that. We all want what we don't have.
My bangs, they are wild. You should have seen my hair this morning when I first woke up. My hair was scary. Looked like I put my finger in a light socket.
LizzAnn, everybody's telling Jean hello.
Oh, okay. Jean said, everybody's telling you hello, honey.
Hello, I'm sorry. I don't hear very well.
Yeah, Jean, you don't understand Southern. Just admit it. You don't understand Alabama Southern. Alabama Southern's different from any other.
Good morning, everybody in chat. I tried to keep up, but my fingers wouldn't let me.
Well, look, y'all are cutting out. So I'm gonna. You have.
All right. I love you.
Drive safe, LizzAnn.
Okay.
Love you too. See you soon. Bye bye.
All right.
Much love.
But yeah, isn't that a blessing though, Destiny, when you can't keep up? I mean, that's a blessing that, and I don't know how long you've been in, but there's been 2 prayers. One person.
Let's see. I woke up about 7:40.
Okay.
Got the kids up. They're moving around. Got
A
Tom.
person named Jersey Girl, her sister-in-law's in a coma from being hit by a car. So I did stop right then and pray for her. And then Sandy Brown, our friend Sandy Brown's got a procedure to have done today, and she's nervous about it and anxious, but we prayed. I just stopped and prayed for her as well.
Oh, wow. I hope everything goes good. Much love, and we'll be thinking about you.
Yep, she goes at 12 o'clock today. Willow, she says she always wakes up with the mad scientist in her head.
I don't know what it was this morning, but my hair was all over the place. I looked in the mirror and I'm like, what in the world? And then somehow I stripped my side of the bed, and yeah, I was just like, I had a wild night. Very wild night sleeping.
I told him, Destiny, it just feels I have to just say thank you for the super chats. Thank them for their blessing, because then their blessing and helping make this possible. And you know, Destiny's one that we, you know, talk on here but off here very much.
Yep.
And so, you know, it's no, Dwayne. Look, Dwayne.
No, I stripped the bed while I was sleeping. It's one of those quirky things that I've done since I was little. Nobody can explain why I do it, but I can take and strip the bed, like, I don't know. It's weird. Maybe you're sleepwalking. No, I don't think I'm sleepwalking.
Hey, Sandy. Good morning.
Hello, Sandy. Good morning. Good morning.
Howdy. How are you guys doing?
Fine. I had to do this solo this morning because Traci is babysitting a baby, an 8-month-old.
Oh, wow.
Somebody, she's a backup for somebody. So their backup wasn't there. So Traci's doing it this morning. And
well, when I popped on, you were alone. So I thought, I think I better head over that way.
Look, did I look frantic? Like,
Sort of, yeah.
it's kind of weird when you're used to having people on and then all of a sudden you're big and you're exposed and you're like, okay.
And it's not easy to do when there's nobody in here talking to you, you know? That's why I love people coming in my chats and, you know, helping me out.
But I think it kind of worked out this morning. So I was able to read that from that private prayer, you know, and hope, you know, hopefully that somebody else out there will be blessed with what was in it. You know, God's just reached out from so many ways this morning. And then of all things, me and Casey talking about somebody being in coma. You know, first we talked about Sally, which Sally is LizzAnn's granddaughter. And then we talked about things about, you know, nobody really knows what somebody hears. And then somebody needed prayer for somebody's sister-in-law that's in a coma because she's hit by a car. And so, yeah, I mean, thank you, Traci. I forget about telling people thumbs up. I forget about saying, if you're not subbed, hit that. I don't know how to do that. I mean, I
don't ever think about it on my channel either, so don't feel bad.
It's sort of like I don't know how to self-promote or to accept things. Well, hello, Miss Southern Belle. But thank you. She says she can't stay long, but she's here to give thumbs up. Thank you. And see, I didn't understand about the whole thumbs. I didn't understand about that until a lot of people don't until you do get monetized, and then it says that. And I didn't understand a thumbs up was the same as a thumbs down. Really,
Yeah.
it's
Just
still
interaction on your channel.
yeah.
And from what I'm understanding with the thumbs up and thumbs down, if you it's more like brought to attention if you have some thumbs down to everybody. It's like controversy or something like that. So they're like, oh, there's good and there's bad here, and so now we're going to show it, and they push for it.
Right. If I ever get thumbs down, it's always 3. So I figure it's the same person that comes in on 3 different,
Yeah, that happened to me for a month. It happened to me for a couple of months. It would be the first thumbs down I ever got, and I'm like, okay, I knew. That's okay.
What's funny is when you set up your live and you haven't even gone live yet, and you get like a couple thumbs down, and you're like, how do you get thumbs down before you even start your live?
I know.
That even happened to Casey, the Porch Church Network that I have in my description of my video. That's my son. I know after a certain time, it's like, what? 3 thumbs down before he even starts. And I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
And whatever.
When the first time I ever got a thumbs down, I was live, and I was like, oh, I can feel the love. Like I made this whole big, thank you, I love you, and this and that, and all of a sudden the thumbs down went back to thumbs up.
And that happened on Casey's.
Yeah.
I think it was the auction night or something, because that was on my channel, but it was both of us. But then it was like next day, thumbs up appeared and the thumbs down went down. I'm like, but
yeah.
You know what? And this is what, good morning, Jennifer. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is what LizzAnn always says. It doesn't matter because it's about him. And that's what LizzAnn says. It's all about him.
Well, one day they had a thumb war on my channel to see how many thumbs down against how many thumbs up. And so the numbers kept changing. My subscribers are great. I mean, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up, and I think my subscribers are the same. So.
Honey, I don't want to grow up.
No. Who does?
But it's like this. If I go to somebody's channel, and usually as soon as I go to their channel to show support, I'll do a thumbs up. Then I do the subscribe. And oh my gosh, if I'm bombarded, I will not lie, you guys, if I'm bombarded with the F words and all that kind of stuff, I'm like, ooh, and I look like this, ooh. And Shamrock's seen this look. I'm like, ooh, no.
We both had that look. I don't remember who we were watching, but we were video chatting, but not live.
Yeah.
And
we won't talk about the channel, but yes, we were both like,
we were like, wow.
And I turned up the volume and I'm like, no, they're not. Not the people, not their channel, but somebody else had done something. But anyway, yeah, I get that look like, but I will back out. I don't take that thumb away. I just back out. And it's not for me. It's not for me. And then, that's what I do. Because there's some people that I'm sure they're not Christians, they're not believers. They might, come across mine, they do the thumbs up, they do the subscribe, they come back, and then all of a sudden they're like, wait, what? She said what? Woo! No, I'm out of here. We all have free will. YouTube's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
We can go wherever we want. You don't have to be on everybody's channel because everybody's channel is not for you.
Right.
And
Dwayne, how can you show your face in here again? How dare you?
He said that look is usually his fault. That, hey, you just don't know. That's usually with Casey because I've been before just talking and all of a sudden he'll say, Mom, mute. And I'll mute. And all of a sudden he's talking. And everybody knows that look. He's like, now my mouth will be moving and they'll be like, oh my gosh, what in the world?
Well, after what he did to me yesterday, how could
On your channel or on here?
No, in here.
He does so much.
We can't keep up anymore.
What did he make me do yesterday?
Oh, see? Talk about the hellfire and brimstone.
Oh, wait a minute. You just said it.
Hellfire and brimstone. That's in the Bible.
Well, then when I said it, it was in the Bible too.
That's what I said.
So I don't owe you nothing.
Oh, man. Look. My bruised finger, Sandy. Look at my bruises. You guys, this is not from family abuse, but look, Sandy, my ring finger. Don't it need some pretty opal shining?
That's your left hand. I think Kevin's supposed to put something on that finger.
I do. I have some beautiful rings in my jewelry box. What I want to do, and I'm going to do, yes, he made her say a bad word.
Oh no, it's not a bad word anymore because it's in the Bible, and you just proved that I have been
cleared. You're
Rutabaggers. But no, the only ring that I'm really interested is to get that small, thin band that what we could afford when me and Kevin got married. Have it repaired because when I gained the 100 pounds because of medication, it was so indented he had to cut it off.
Ooh.
And he had to snip it so it can just be filled in. I mean, it could be repaired. In fact, if I can kind of close it up and it still fits, but I never took it off. Now he did after he cut that one off. He bought me a real pretty diamond ring, but I don't want to mess that up. You know, the other one I never took off, and I really need a ring on this finger.
Well, send me that band and I'll fix it for you.
Oh, I'll do that because I'll do that.
That's awesome. Sandy, do you make one-of-a-kind wedding ring sets?
Yes.
Okay, I need to speak to you. So I've already repeated, before in the past, I've already said in the mornings that I don't want a diamond wedding ring when Tommy and I get married. I want something different. And I have fallen in love with fire opals.
Okay.
I think that's what they're called. They're magnificent.
Yeah. Good morning, James.
Fire opal is kind of orange colored.
Right. And now, what is the one with that has the orange and the blue and like the little bit of green? What is that one?
An opal.
Yeah, but like the intense colors. We just saw one this past weekend, and I was gonna snap a picture and totally forgot to. But I want something with like just an amazing colors in it. But I want an opal wedding ring set is what we want to get, and so I'd like it to be one of a kind. So I'll have to get together with you.
Oh, you done made her just. She's like, I ain't fooling with you. You too complicated. Woo! Destiny.
I didn't mean to chase her off.
Done made Sandy just jump right on out. You guys. Sandy will be right back on.
I'm sorry. It's one of the mornings. Scaring everybody away. It's my hair.
Oh.
So So real quick, last night, Mr. Remington and our new addition are sharing a cage.
And he's being good to him?
Oh, he's
Oh,
very
I just see one flying. I thought.
no, they're
Good morning. Good morning, Tattooed Hunter and couple of pickers. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you away.
I said, look what you did. You made just Sandy just
That was kind of funny. But let me see. Gallery, I think. Let me. I think I have a picture on here of a wedding set that I did.
couple of pickers. I made sure I went and made sure that I have shown love to your channel, and I was like, yeah, you've been in my family. You know, I love going to like Super Dave's channel and go and look at everybody, and I'm like, whoa, I already have all these people. But I just wish I could have figured out which one was close to of their 1,000. And he said, well, Norgus R? Who is it? I forget. I said, I don't know if they're still here or if they left. But if they had stayed, he would have been up all night to make sure they hit their 1K. Because that's what he did for me. He made sure. And I tell you what, I run in there and got KC. I said, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. MawMaw done went on. And so, yes, we all got to this household. He had this Crawley household up and excited. Manuela. Hey, Manuela.
Hello. Welcome, welcome.
We call her Ella.
Yeah. But look, Tracy's not here to sing to everybody. So I'm having to just
wing it.
I'm doing my best, Sandy.
You're doing a fine job.
But you know, I think I did need the quiet first thing to because I did put Wednesday woes and women, Wednesday woman, you know, full of woes sometimes, and we just have to turn things over to God and let God work. And you know what? This is what I say now. He shows up and he shows out. And when people say, how did your channel grow so fast, so quick? I said, not enough hours for me to be doing it. And you know what? My laptop messed up. Oh, wait. Let me see.
Let's see if this is going to show.
Wait,
come on.
It almost did. Put it closer, Trey. Oh.
Let me see. Hang on. Let me.
It's almost there. Well,
yeah.
can't you screen share? No, because you're on 2 different devices.
Well, I was trying to screen share when I.
Wait, if you send it to me, Trace.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
No, you still can't see it.
Sandy, if you send it to me through Facebook, I can screen share.
Okay, here it comes. Let's see.
But, you know, I tell people there's not enough hours in the day that I could have, you know, ended up with what, Destiny 700?
Yeah, you grew rapid, but you were supposed to. I really strongly feel that the way your channel grew so fast, it was supposed to.
Yeah. So I tell people, you know, and in all truth and honesty, oh, Dwayne's singing to people. So yeah, you can't pick on Dwayne now.
He's earned his out of the corner timeout. Now he's out.
Okay.
All right. Let me take it over here and then, oh my gosh. All right. But yeah, and you know, that's what I have to tell people. Yes, I network, but you know what? My laptop tore up. There you go, Destiny.
Oh, wow.
But that still don't show the brilliance of the
Right.
stone.
See, I love now that's opal, right?
No,
That's
that's
turquoise.
turquoise in 14 karat.
See, I'm horrible with stones. Now the opal that I saw, it had that blue in it, but it had like red and it had some green, and the sign said it was a fire opal, but it was more orange, but with those other colors kind of sprawled in
Well,
it.
Sandy showed one that was uncut, and it just hit all those colors when you showed it, Sandy. Remember, you showed you had a couple of pieces in the raw form, and it was just like, oh my gosh, it hit the blue and the green, and it was just it hit all those colors.
Now, what was the base color of that opal?
The one she's talking about, or the one you have?
Yeah, the one she saw.
I don't even know. I don't know what that means, honestly.
Okay, so there's white opals that have, green and red and blue and that coming out of it. There's black opals that have all the colors coming out. What was the main color of that stone?
It was it was like the orangey red.
Okay, then that was a Mexican fire opal.
Okay. But yeah, it had like all these, it was gorgeous.
You said Mexican fire?
Yeah, Mexican fire opal.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, see.
Those look, the
neon
one I said
flash.
was orange.
This is, let me see.
Yeah, share your screen.
Yep. All right. Like
see. Ooh.
But it had more of this in it, the one that I saw.
Okay.
But it had these like brilliant greens and blues in it.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can find it.
Yes, you guys, we're talking about wedding rings for the Shamrock Pixie and the Bargain Effect. Yes.
But yeah, it was like this, but it was like that intense of a reddish orange.
Okay.
But it had the greens and the blues intertwined with it. I mean, it was gorgeous. It was really gorgeous, but I don't see one.
Ooh. Is that one synthetic?
Man-made. Tommy thought it was man-made.
They call that one a black opal.
Yeah, they call a lot of things black opals.
Yeah. So it was the colors like this. But Tommy thought it was a man-made stone.
You know what, Dwayne, we know you love jewelry. When you was auctioning off some jewelry that night, you knew all those terms. And I'm like, wait, I hear Casey say those terms. I don't even know those terms. I was talking to the screen. I was like, look at you, Dwayne. Oh, wait, okay.
You go.
Ooh. Ooh.
I don't look like Sandy.
Oh, that one's beautiful. Is that what you're talking about, Destiny?
Gorgeous.
Woo. Look at that.
Is that close to what you were?
Yeah, pretty darn close. But the green and the blue were more in the middle, and the red and orange were more wrapped around the outside.
Well, hello, Jessica Morales. Let me double check to make sure that I have you. Yes, I do. Welcome. And if you guys don't have Jessica, show her some love. Show her some love. Cutie patootie. She is cute as a button. You guys show her some love.
Darlene.
I sure can, Jessica. I sure can. You guys, Jessica needs some prayer. So real quick, if that's what we're going to do, because that's how it's been going this morning. It has
Okay.
been going.
Good
So, yes, ma'am. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that Jessica's friend that's in the hospital, that you will, whatever their condition, whatever the reason, that you will reach out and give them some comfort, give the family comfort at this time of the year, especially, Lord. And Lord, I pray that you will give Jessica some comfort as well, because when we have our friends here, we hurt when they hurt. And Lord, in all trust in you. Amen.
Amen.
And Jessica, I pray and I hope and pray that all goes well and they will get out of the hospital.
Yes, definitely.
And I'm writing your name down. As you ladies look over that, I'm going to write your name down.
Darlene,
Yes?
I was sharing my scripture of the day on Facebook, and whenever I read it, I thought of you. And this morning, may I share it?
Yes.
It's from Isaiah 26, verse 9. And it says, "My soul yearns for you in the night. In the morning, my spirit longs for you. When your judgments come upon the earth, the people of the world learn righteousness."
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And let me put that in.
It was Isaiah
Isaiah what?
26, verse 9. That was the NIV version.
Who can type that in? Type that in, because mine's cutting in and out. You know how mine does sometimes.
Isaiah
Dwayne.
26, verse 9.
You said 26:9.
Yes, thank you. Hey,
You guys, when this one's finished, it will go. I will put it in my prayer closet on the wall. Just stick it up there with tape. 26:9.
Okay, good.
And you guys, I know this might sound like a selfish prayer, but I promise it's not.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you, Destiny. You put the whole thing in there.
I sure did. That's why I wanted to make sure I got the right one.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. I love that.
God knows our heart, and he knows what's coming.
We're going to pray that Kevin will find him a laptop, because he enjoys his laptop from work. They'll send it off, of course, because it's a work laptop. But, you know, he likes getting on Derek's watch of races, and Kevin enjoys being able now to jump in Tommy's and Sandy's. And
Well, maybe
hey,
a tablet.
my husband goes all over channels now.
Maybe a small tablet.
It gets around.
And
Darlene, a tablet is affordable.
well, a tablet is smaller. Kevin
Yeah.
has man hands.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. That's true. I was
And
just thinking that, you know,
yeah,
if
and the
he's wanting to
laptop,
invest in himself,
yeah,
you know, the
he and
tablet.
I can get head to head and watch, you know, because I
Right.
can't pull YouTube up on the TV. So, you know, that way he will feel like when he's off work and I'm in here doing mine, that he can be in the other room, because he really enjoys. He said, what we have, what we're blessed with here. You know,
That's fantastic.
he says he wishes he could, you know, be more involved like we are, but he will.
Yeah.
He will.
Well, he's got a willing heart. God will open a door.
You
Good
know,
morning, Sandy.
You know what,
Good morning,
Dwayne?
Destiny. Good morning, everybody in the chat that I missed.
Dwayne, I'm sending you another jar. Wait, you know what? I'm telling Santa Claus on you. That's what it is.
He's boy. You can run, but you can't hide.
I'm telling Santa Claus on you. I'm
I
telling
just
Santa
told
Claus.
my kids, do you hear that? Even as an adult, you get tattled on to Santa. You're
There
naughty.
you go. There you go. Hey.
Sandy, what are you going to do with them?
Love them.
And we do. We do.
Yes,
we
we
do.
do. What else can you do? I mean, really.
Good
No
morning,
matter how
Malone
good it
Money
is.
Mindset. Good morning, Anthony. You don't get a Tracy's babysitting. She's not in here. Oh, Sandy, then you'd have to go through all the people that's been on here and sing to all of them. So, but
Negatory
good morning, Malone.
there. Negatory.
Good morning, Char. Good morning. I got to holler at some of you guys last night on Super Dave's channel. It's just that on Super Dave's channel with my phone, I have to be careful checking and showing him love. Hey, Eating Grapes. Welcome back.
Okay.
Welcome back. And I'm checking to make sure that we are, yes, I'm still connected with you. And you guys, if you go to Eating Grapes channel, they have some beautiful photography. You know, they have some beautiful videos, outside videos.
I need to get a refill. Be right back.
Okay. But yes, we don't have our resident singer this morning because she is doing God's work, and that is helping out, helping out somebody in need. And that's what we do.
I love you.
I love you.
Be careful.
You be good too.
Okay.
Aw. Here.
Oh, huggy face, kissy mouth.
I know.
He's heading out. He's got some stuff to take care of.
Tell these wonderful people how long you've been married.
43 years.
See there.
43.
I've been with mine 10 less years, and it's wonderful to.
We have been blessed, and I thank the Lord for him and our relationship, because we do have a good marriage, and I'm thankful for that. Not everybody has that good relationship. I'm sorry that happens. I wish you could, and I pray that it does happen for you. But
Dave broadcast. They say, how do you display 4 people simultaneously? Are you able to get StreamYard? Because that is how this is made possible, through StreamYard.
Right.
I'll
There's
talk
another
to him.
company, Zoom. I don't know much about it, but it's similar.
I'm just I'm not even gonna try different ones.
Well, this is fine. It's work. This is actually the most popular one among our circles, anyway. Among the ones my circle.
Yeah. So I don't know if they broadcast in all where all they reach, and
Good
I'm
morning,
not
Casey.
sure. She said, "Good morning, Casey."
Good morning, everyone.
Another one of those mornings stopped up and all.
I'm sorry you don't feel well.
She says she's sorry you don't feel well.
Mm.
LizzAnn says she's sorry you don't feel well.
And I'm sure I echo what other people are thinking.
No, because I have on these.
No, I'm saying in the chat, and otherwise everybody else.
So yeah, I don't know where all StreamYard is broadcast, but it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
No, I said StreamYard. StreamYard. That's, you see the duck. Well, the duck's not on here because they say I talk too much and now I have to pay for it. So you guys are going to hear that forever now.
It's okay. It's okay. Because we're helping you talk too much.
Oh, yesterday would have used up all, they would have said, oh, that was your month. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, it's only the third. You use it all up in 3 days.
Yeah, I had to get off when my coffee was delivered.
I
Oh,
know.
Yeah, that's right. We're sorry that you had to.
But yes, you guys, it's a blessing, and but sitting so long, it does. It was very painful, but God gives me the strength
Yeah.
to sit here and do His work,
Yep.
and I'm thankful for that. I'm blessed that He saw fit to tell the doctors that nope, you can't work anymore. That was hard for me to accept. I loved being around people. And then he, little by little, God got me to this. He started molding me for what I do here, little by little. So when He gives me strength to sit here, and it's hard. Good morning, Sunshine and Munya. Too. Good morning, you guys.
Good
And
morning,
thank
everyone.
you for coming. Thank you for coming back in this morning.
Good morning.
And Traci, her pain level, her pain level stays way at the top of the spectrum. And she comes in here and she sings good morning to everybody. And she does it until she can't do it anymore. And she hates to have to leave. But I understand. And I keep looking to the right because that is real time, the YouTube pop out chat. But and I sit here until it's like, okay, yesterday I was like, oh, I need to cut it off. And puppy was good for the length of time. And today, you guys, please pray for MawMaw. She has 2 doctor visits.
Oh, my.
And
Yeah, that's a challenge.
And so, yes.
It's tiring going to doctors.
Thank you, Denise. That is what, there's a lot of people that are unable to get out like they want to.
Oh,
And this is as much socializing as if we are in each. Well, are we in bed with you, Sandy?
Yes, you are.
Okay. You guys are in the kitchen with me, in bed with Sandy, in the workroom with LizzAnn, and behind closed doors with Shamrock Pixie.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you something, Darlene. This morning, God multiplied my Bible, my battery charge. I got on at 72%. Okay. Normally, when I get on at 72%, within 15 minutes, I am down to 30%.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that I know I was on with you at least 30 minutes.
You were.
And it didn't get down till 30% till then.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing, because you guys, StreamYard, when you come on somebody's live, it zaps.
And I still had Messenger on in the background, which I usually try to get out of that so that it's less strain on the phone. But that was still on, and I didn't realize it. So, yes, he more than doubled my battery life this morning.
Wow.
So that you would not be up here by yourself.
Well, thank you. And
Well,
see,
thank God for that.
God is wonderful. And even, Sandy coming on. And, God
Destiny, yeah.
God puts people in the right time, in the right moment, at the right time, you guys. He does.
Yep. Do you know what the gospel was at Jean's church this morning?
What?
The multiplying of the loaves and fishes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Isn't that something? God is so good.
Okay. So the link in Christian Womanhood is for Destiny to go and look at some colors of opal.
Ooh, cool deal. You're slightly blurry there, Sandy. I don't know what the deal is.
Oh, this is that silly camera. This is Ubu. This is Ubu.
Ubu wants to go ooh-hoo.
So Jessica, surely you don't talk silly in somebody's channel. Surely.
Who's Shirley?
You who Shirley? Good morning, Mortimer. Good morning.
That's funny.
And Willow has 2 doctor visits on Friday plus lab work.
My goodness. My goodness.
You're right, Denise. Greater is he in me that is in me than he that is in the world.
Exactly.
And you know, when we come up against somebody that tries to tear us down, I have to say that in my head, you know, because like what Joyce Myers was saying today, everything's not the devil's working. Sometimes it's where God's placing you, and you just think it's the devil working against you. It's God putting you somewhere. You know, the devil didn't make my health what it was. God worked for his. I know God worked for his. For me to be like sitting here one day, I didn't think that, but and so when
God
things come
works
against
everything
me,
together for our good and for his
yeah.
purposes.
So when things come against me, Denise, that's what I think. You know, greater is me what is in me than what's in the world.
Mhm.
And now,
Yes.
if you tell somebody that when they're wanting to be in your face, they might quote scriptures right back at you, because you know what? The devil knows the word, because you know what? He's been there since the word was written.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody can quote those scriptures, it is the devil himself. So don't get in a scripture battle with somebody. Learn to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to walk away. When they try to hurl scripture back at you to tear you down, just walk away. But Denise, that's what I have to keep in my heart. So you guys throw some love around. Did you get it, Destiny? What Sandy sent to Christian
I
Womanhood?
did. I did. I was just looking at it. I had to make a new pot of coffee, and so that's what took me so long. And then
Someone drank it all and didn't leave you any? Imagine that.
So I messaged Tommy because he's downstairs live right now, and so I messaged him and asked him if he needed a refill. So I got his coffee mug, came back up, and
you guys don't forget, tomorrow, Denise had written it down. Tomorrow is Denise's long ride to that doctor's office.
Yep.
You know, Denise, we need to be praying for a doctor closer.
Well, but there might be a reason why God has her going to that doctor.
Because
No way is it.
I had a long ride. I mean, there was one doctor, I had a long ride that I'd have to go, and then he just quit. And then God blessed me with one that was a lot closer. And it was an ER doctor that gave me her name. It was an ER doctor. Said, well, I know somebody that is close by, and I'll put a word in where they can get you right in. Now, how does God work with that? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I need him to do that with me. Most of my doctors are 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
Vicky, I love you. Uh-oh, are we buffering? Are we buffering real bad? Vicky said we're buffering.
It could be her internet.
All right, Vicky, I love you.
I love you too, Vicky. God bless your day, and we pray that you feel better, hon.
Yes, because if things are flashing,
yeah, that hurts.
It will. Okay, Darlene said not there. Okay, it was on. Okay, Vicky is okay, baby. And you know, some people, if they have migraines and stuff, if their screen's doing weird.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't look at some of the things. You know how people will have where it's a circle and it looks like it's moving. It's the optical illusion stuff.
Hello, Sonia.
I can't look at stuff like that. It makes it makes me nauseated.
Yeah.
I guess I used to could, but I can't now. So, different things affect different people.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people like, Derek rocks sometimes, and sometimes I rock from side to side because I'm hurting. And some people, that movement, it gets on their nerves, or they just can't.
Could be her weather. Yeah.
She
Yeah.
said.
Okay, yeah, you better go talk to hubby. Hubby trumps me, darling.
Exactly.
Hubby trumps me. You guys, I am going to, I'm not leaving, but I am going to mute and put my camera out for just a minute, and then I'll be back.
Okay.
Don't forget to take your earplugs off if you're getting up.
Goody. Oh, she can't hear us. Yay!
See,
Party.
We didn't do nothing.
I feel that opal. But I'm glad you said that, Liz. And sometimes I just go to get up and I jerk my whole self. But anyway, I'm taking out the
computer or
earbuds.
something.
Now saying to get now. Okay, now I'm mute.
Yay!
We're not doing
Party.
Mice play. When the cat's away, the mice play.
Can we bump fists here?
Yeah. All right.
All right, here we go. All
right. Fist bump.
Fist up.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Up, everybody.
All right, now, guys.
Woo, woo, woo. We're like, woo, woo.
Yeah.
So,
The teacher left the room. Spitballs, airplanes, everybody.
Spitwads.
Gotcha, Destiny. Gotcha.
oh no, shower time.
Are we going to start a snowball fight?
Oh, I don't even want to look outside for a.
I don't have snow, so I'll just have to do an air snowball.
Yep.
We have snow.
We have snow.
Not even going to tell you how warm it is outside with the bright sunshine.
The sun is out, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, sun's out here.
It started off at 48, I think, this morning. But my steering wheel was cold.
We are crazy. We are crazy. I resemble that.
You resemble that remark. It's 58 here. 58.
Oh,
well, according to my phone, we're still in Appleton.
I asked you yesterday how far you are from Appleton, and I never heard your answer. I know you gave it to me, but
we're a little under 2 hours from Appleton.
Okay. So you're about 90 miles away.
It's 27 here.
27? Oh, well, we're 58 here.
31 here, but feels like 21.
Yeah, well, it's 58, but it feels a little cooler. It does feel a little cooler, but the sun's out. That'll help.
Okay, maybe not. The ducks might be coming in this week if we get the Arctic blast we're supposed to get.
Yeah.
They can withstand.
They can't fly south.
Yeah, well, they can withstand up to negative 55 degrees below zero, but with the wind chill, sometimes it gets way below that. And when that happens, come inside and.
Right. Okay, guys, I need to let the dogs in. I just remembered that they're still out and it's 27 degrees.
Oh boy.
Well, at least they have a fur coat. That helps. Up to a point.
Yeah, it's icky here. Yeah, we live up by the Dalles, Wisconsin Dalles.
Okay.
And so
you're naturally going to have a a snowy winter because that's just where you are. I mean, that's normal.
And you know, the thing is it's not so much the snow that's the problem.
Hmm.
The cold that comes with the snow,
Right.
that's the problem.
Yes, yes, yes. How's the arthritis and such today?
Oh. So Tommy, for the most part, is moving around very slow. He's very. I mean, his arthritis is bad.
Yeah.
And his hip is starting to do that weird shifting because of the arthritis.
Yeah.
The arthritis is causing it. Yeah, to separate. And so I feel bad for him that he's moving around. Me, I just have plates and stuff in my feet and in my arm. So when those get cold, I'm done.
Yeah.
And so, and then my incision from my spleen surgery, it's very agitated.
Mm-hmm.
And so because of the cold and it's
Right.
but it's nice and warm in the house now. I don't know
Good,
what
good.
was the other day. I mean, we had the heat on, but I don't know if it was because it was just extremely cold that day or
It takes
what.
a while for it to keep up.
I caught you, Sonia. I caught you, Sonia.
Actually, we've been behaving, talking about the weather and throwing snowballs at each other. It's been wild and airplanes have been flying, I'll admit, but we calmed down and we just started talking about the weather. Nothing. You don't have to worry about